I used to think Minecraft was just a normal game, until I realized it holds on to much more than I ever thought. The first time I entered that world, everything was so quiet it should have been scary. No one talking, no familiar sounds, other than the wind and my own footsteps. But I wasn't scared. I felt happy. A very light kind of happiness I hadn't felt in a long time. It was as if, finally, I had a place where no one knew who I was, no one asked any questions, no one cared. I chopped my first tree very slowly, placed every block so clumsily, and built a dirt house so ugly even I found it funny. But when night fell and I hid inside, listening to the zombies outside, I felt strangely safe. It felt like, for the first time in a very long time, I didn't have to pretend to be okay in front of anyone. And I smiled, all by myself. But it was so genuine. The following days passed faster than I thought. I started to understand the game, started digging deep underground, finding coal, finding iron, then diamonds. I remember so clearly the feeling of picking up my first diamond. My heart beat faster than usual, not because it was rare, but because for the first time, I felt like I accomplished something. Even though no one saw it, no one praised me. No one knew how long it took me to dig down there. At that moment, I still felt it was enough. I built a house, rebuilt it, expanded it. I made windows, placed a bed, planted trees, bred animals. I turned a corner of the world into something with my own mark on it. But there was one thing I didn't realize right away. No matter how much I built, no matter how beautiful everything was, when I stood in the middle of it all, it was still just me. No one walked into that house, no one saw it, no one said, "That's really beautiful," or "How did you make this?" It was just me standing there, looking at everything I had just created. And the feeling at that moment wasn't exactly sadness, but emptiness. A very uncomfortable kind of emptiness, as if some part of me was left unfilled. But I tried not to think about it. I told myself it was just because I was playing single player. So, I turned to multiplayer. And yes, at first, it felt like a completely different world. People ran past me. People talked. People helped me build my house. People invited me to go mining. People gave me items. Even just having someone standing there talking about random things was enough to make me feel less empty. I remember those nights when the whole server was lit up, when everyone built houses next to each other, when the chat scrolled non-stop, when laughter echoed in the voice chat. Minecraft wasn't silent anymore. It had people, it had life, and for the first time I felt I wasn't alone anymore. I got used to someone calling my name in the game, used to people waiting for me to come online, used to someone asking, "Are we playing again tonight?" And I truly thought this feeling would last, that this world would always have people staying in it. But then one person disappeared. No warning, no words, just never came online again. Then a second person, then a third. At first, I didn't mind. I thought they were busy, thought they would come back, but they never did. The online list started getting shorter. The chat quieted down. The houses began to go dark. I still logged in every day, still walked down the roads we built together, still looked at those houses that remained perfectly intact, but with no one inside them anymore. And what bothered me the most wasn't that they left, but that the world stayed exactly the same. As if their disappearance didn't matter at all, as if they were never there. And I started to realize something I didn't want to accept. Minecraft doesn't keep anyone. I went back to my single-player world, not because I wanted to, but because I had no one left to play with. My old world was still there. Everything was exactly as I left it. The house was still standing, the chests were still full, the door was still closed. Nothing changed. But precisely because it didn't change, it made me feel heavy. I walked inside, looked around. Everything was familiar, but it didn't feel familiar anymore. It was like returning to a place that used to be home, but now was just a place to remember. I opened a chest and saw the things I once considered important: cobblestone, coal, iron, some random items. Things that were completely meaningless now, but once represented an entire journey. I stood there for a long time, doing nothing, just looking. I felt like I had just reunited with an older version of myself. But that person was no longer here. Only the things they left behind remained. And the heaviest part was that Minecraft didn't delete any of those things. It kept everything. It didn't forget. It didn't change. And only the players left. I started walking more. No goal, no plan, just walking. From one forest to another, climbing mountains, crossing oceans, just to hear the sound of my own footsteps. And the further I walked, the more I realized something I had always tried to avoid. That silence wasn't coming from the game. It was coming from me. One night, I stood in my old house. I didn't quit the game, didn't move. I just let my character stand there, looking out the window. The sky in the game grew dark, then brightened, then grew dark again. Time kept passing, but I didn't. As if I stood there long enough, someone would come back. A name would pop up, someone would say, "Hey, are you still here?" But nothing happened. No one came back. Only the world kept going. The sun still rose, mobs still spawned, everything went on as if I never existed there. And right at that moment, I truly understood. It's not that Minecraft is lonely. It's that it shows me, in the clearest way possible, the feeling of no longer being needed by anyone. The feeling when your existence doesn't change a single thing. And the most terrifying part is, it's true. If I never logged in again, that world would still be there. No one would notice I vanished. Nothing would stop. Nothing would change. I sat in front of the screen for a long time, watching my character stand perfectly still in that house, looking out at a world I once thought was mine. Then, it hit me. Maybe it was never mine to begin with. Maybe I was just a passerby, leaving a few things behind, and then leaving, just like everyone else. And the strangest thing is, even understanding all of that, I still come back. I still open that old world, still stand in that house, still look outside as if this time something will be different. But deep down, I know very well, nothing will be different. It'll just be me. And that silence, still there, waiting for me to return.